Judging from the hundreds of letters I've received the last couple of days, the last two tips I've given have been extremely helpful for parents and have changed a lot of households around. What we're going to discuss today is something that's even easier to use and will make permanent changes in the way your family is run. What happens a lot of times when you've got a defiant child in the house is a pattern of disobedience and not listening develops. Meaning it becomes the child's habit to disrespect you, to refuse to do things for you. And what I'm going to do now is to show you how I can turn this whole thing around and develop in your child a habit of listening and obeying. And it's the easiest thing in the world to do. When you ask a child to do something that takes away from his time, it's difficult for him to do, or just is bothersome, it leads him, if he's a fine child particularly, to tend to refuse to listen to you and disobey and even act disrespectful at times. But what if you would ask him to do something that's very easy to do, does not bother him at all, and that takes none of his time whatsoever, and might even be for his benefit? Very few children, actually no child I've ever seen, would not do something that requires no effort on his part, which will benefit him. I've never seen a child refuse to do something like that. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to develop a habit and patterns of listening by using small, discrete, easy to accomplish requests that will benefit your child also, and have your child follow out your wishes to develop a pattern of listening so that after a while when you do this, it will sound unnatural to the child to disobey you. He'll be so used to following instructions and listening to you, it won't be normal for him to not listen to you. It's a very simple idea and it's very easy to execute. I'll give you an example. Let's say you need salt. If you were to send your defiant daughter down to the store to buy salt from you, she might refuse. But if you were sitting at the dinner table and you asked, "Pass the salt, please," no child refuses to do something like that. What you're going to do is find little things you can ask that require no effort on your child's part to listen and to obey, and execute these small requests a number of times a day, 4, 5, 10 times a day. Over the period of time, your child will develop a pattern of listening to you, and as a result, it will seem natural to listen and unnatural to disobey. It'll be a habit, and your child will have to go against his nature to become defiant and to defy your requests. Very simple idea. If your child is a little more defiant and won't even pass the salt to you, what you can do is something like, "Would you please go to the refrigerator and get me some ice cream? I'm going to give you some ice cream now." What child wouldn't go to the refrigerator to get himself ice cream so you can give it to him? What you do is you make requests, small, discrete, easy to accomplish requests that benefit the child, require no effort on the child's part, and are easy to do, that your child will just get in the habit of listening to you. Over time, you can make the requests slightly bigger and bigger and bigger, until finally your child will be used to doing requests that actually require some effort on his part. You have to judge this. You'll see if your child acts out, disobeys at certain points, you may have gone too far. You've got to cut back a little bit. But this is very, very easy to do. You can start right away. You can do it today. You can do it 1 time, 3 times, 5 times, build up, and over the course of time, you'll develop a permanent pattern of your child listening to you. Very simple, very easy. It always works.